Smartphones can be amazing tools. We use them to make money, get to places, stay connected to our friends and family. And amidst all the major benefits of smartphones, they also have downsides. With large software companies spending millions and billions of dollars on algorithms that are designed to find tricky ways to keep us on our phones for as long as possible. Recent studies show that people spend average of 4.5 hours every day on their smartphones. If you extrapolate this number over a lifetime, someone can spend as high as 20 years of their life on their phone. Let that sink in. And it's only getting worse with the invention of Gen AI, AR, VR, and other such technologies. But as these technologies are being invented, people are also reporting high levels of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. So how do we maximize the wonderful benefits of our smartphones but keep the downsides to a minimum? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the ways that I've found to make my iPhone more of a productivity tool than a distraction. The first one, and this may ruffle some feathers, is by turning off notifications. Constantly receiving notifications on our phone creates pressure and urgency that honestly we do not need in our day-to-day lives. I personally have close to 200 different apps on my phone. There's some of them that I've downloaded many months ago that I do not even use anymore. Now imagine receiving notifications from all the 200 apps on my phone. Wow, that is enough to drive anybody crazy. By having all your notifications on, what you're basically doing is you're putting yourself on another person's schedule. So your attention is only as good as when next someone needs you. Imagine I'm making this video now and someone likes a picture of mine on Instagram. A notification comes up, I'm distracted. Or I'm doing something else that is more productive, and an app that I've not opened in 3 months thinks that that is the right time to send me a reminder about a promotion. Turning your notifications off puts you back in the driver's seat on your phone. You can decide when you want to check apps or go to a website. And I do this for almost all the apps on my phone. I do not have notifications on for social media especially. I only have notifications on for WhatsApp, but every other one, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, every other one, I have my notifications off. So that means that if you send me a message on Instagram, I will only see that message when I have decided that now is the time for me to go to Instagram. And this is something that you can very easily do. If you go into the settings page on your phone and find the apps, you can turn off notifications. At least start by turning off notifications to apps I don't use that often where there is nothing urgent. I still keep notifications of my text messages, of WhatsApp, of my phone, because that's where people that are closest to me reach me. And those messages are always many times time sensitive. But for things like that are non-urgent, like if someone likes your picture, you can actually take back power by turning off notifications. The second thing that I do, and this is native to the iPhone, is that I set limits on apps. The iPhone has this feature where you can set how many minutes or how many hours a day you want to spend on certain apps. And this is very useful, and I personally use it. Most of my social media apps have like 30-minute time limit on them per day. And the way to make this work is think about your own iPhone use. Which apps are the most distracting for you? Which apps do you spend the most time on? And you can very easily discover this if you go into your settings app on your phone and you go to screen time. And in screen times, you will actually see the amount of time that you spend on each app. Now, if you want to cut down, just basically set limits on those apps to a reasonable time. And the limits are not set in stone. So for example, I have 30 minutes on Instagram, but let's say I was watching a live video for an hour. What I can do is that I can ignore the limits for that particular day. So do not feel pressure or stress like you'll be locked out of your apps. You are still very much in control. But what this does is that this creates a bit of friction between you and just doom scrolling Instagram or TikTok or Twitter. And ignore my Twitter usage, okay? Today was a special day. The next thing that I do is that I delete apps from my home screen. Like if you look at my home screen, I have no apps on the home screen. I noticed this with many iPhone users. The default iPhone home screen setting is for all your apps to be on the home screen. And this setting is something that you can easily turn off. Now, the reason why this is very powerful is, first of all, having a clutter-free home screen, a minimal home screen that has the most important things that you need at that point in time is so helpful. Like, I can't even imagine unlocking my phone and being flooded with 20 or 30 different apps. That is a distraction waiting to happen. So I want to encourage you to delete any app that you are not using on a day-to-day basis away from your home screen. I just have, Apple Music, WhatsApp, Pictures and Notion, Camera and Notion. Those are the apps that I know that every day I would use them to some extent. So I keep those permanently there. The next thing that I do to make my iPhone more productive is I leverage focus mode. Now, focus mode is actually a new thing on the iPhone. I think it came in with iOS 17. And I'm going to show you how I use this focus mode, because when I learned it, I was like, wow. With the iPhone 17, you can actually get your phone to show you a different lock screen and a different home screen based on what you choose to focus on. So let me walk you through that. Let me show you an example. I have 6 different focus modes set up, but there are 4 that I intentionally use, and that is work, chill, content creation, and fitness. Do not disturb mode and sleep are defaults that I just leave them. Now, but notice something. I'm currently on the chill focus mode, and this is what my home screen and my lock screen looks like. It's just a nice interior decor picture, and this is just like a picture of me. On this home screen, I have a widget from Pinterest that shows me different affirmations. I have my calendar, and I have my habits app. There's an app I use for tracking my habits. It's called the Done app, and here I track my habits. That's all I need when I'm chilling. I don't need anything else, and that's what I have here. Now, when I switch my focus mode to content creation, and that is actually what it should be since I'm currently making this video. But when I switch it to content creation, notice that my home screen has changed. Now on my home screen, I have my Notion page that has my content plan. I still have my Pinterest affirmations, because affirmations never hurt anybody. And then I have all the apps that I use to create content. I have my Sony camera app here. I have my camera. Sometimes I like to take pictures while I'm filming. I have my notes app. I have my YouTube studio app, which is what I use to post videos. And I have my photos. And if I go to my lock screen, right, what do I have here? I have a vision board, and I'll come to vision boards later. But here I have a vision board of me as like a content creator. If I switch my focus mode now to work, you'll notice a change. So I have a 9-to-5 job that I do. And this mode is very helpful. When I'm at work, the last thing I want to be caught doing is scrolling on Instagram or checking how many people have watched my YouTube video. And by the way, if you've not liked or subscribed to this video, please like and subscribe to this video. So with the work mode on, when I'm at work, this is the only thing that I see. This is a picture of me at work, actually. This is a picture of me at work, and I have the apps that I use most whenever I'm working. I either need to get home, so I use my Google apps, or I'm flying somewhere, or I'm checking into an hotel, or I'm booking an Uber. Those are the only apps that I use on my personal phone when I'm working. And you can see that my lock screen is very basic. It's like a light blue, very, very basic, nothing special, boring, lock screen. Because when I'm working, I want this phone to be useless. I don't want this phone to distract me on anything. And my last focus mode is fitness. I don't know about you, but I've experienced this once or twice where I just finished an exercise and I want to move from that exercise to the next one. Or I want to change something on my phone, and I pick up my phone and Instagram sucks me in, or Twitter sucks me in, and before I know it, I've wasted 30 minutes, just sat down there, on Instagram instead of actually working out. So by having this focus mode, what I have here is I have my workouts and I have my podcast, because whenever I'm working out, the only thing that I listen to is podcasts or music, but most times podcasts. I have my podcast and I have my fitness tracker that is tracking like my workouts, my calories that I've burnt. And on my lock screen, I have a vision board of just gym babes, because this year, my goal is to become a gym babe. It is a goal. I'm working towards it. But on my lock screen, I have like a vision board of gym babes. So you can see that based on my whatever I want to focus on in that moment, I can change how my phone looks like. And this is so powerful because this just removes, again, this creates friction between you and distraction. If you're at work and you've created a work focus mode, whenever you pick up your phone. Another thing about these modes as well is there are also multiple other settings that go on with each mode. So I also have, like, for each mode, I have, for example, for my work mode, I have all notifications turned off. For my content creation mode as well, I also have all notifications turned off because while I'm making these videos, I do not want like an Instagram notification to go off. I also don't want my phone to ring. So I've set it such that whenever I'm on content creation mode, my phone is on silent and I have all notifications turned off. So if you don't know about this feature, I want you to think about it and take advantage of it. The key to being productive most of the time is actually taking a few minutes to think about what you are about to do before you actually do it. Taking the time before you fall into a distraction rut to set up your phone for success versus just being a victim of your phone can completely change the game for you. Another thing that I do to make my phone very productive is I put vision boards on my phone. I've talked about vision boards on this channel. I have a physical vision board in my house, but I also have digital vision boards that I put on my phone. So for example, I have a vision board for fitness. I have a vision board for my content creation. What this does for me is whenever I pick up my phone, immediately I'm seeing my vision for myself. I'm seeing the kind of person that I want to be. So whatever is going on, on the outside, whatever I'm experiencing in that moment, when I pick up my phone, having the vision board there does a great job of reminding me of my why, reminding me of my purpose in that moment. So I'm in the gym, I'm feeling tired, my brain wants to procrastinate by going on Instagram. And later I open my phone, I see pictures of gym babes, right? And I'm like, come on, Tayo. You want to be a gym babe, just stick to it. Lift that weight and get it moving. So if you've not done this, I encourage you to, first of all, create a digital vision board and find a way to put it on your phone so that every time you pick up your phone, you are reminded of who you want to be. You're reminded of the future person that you are trying to create. And the last thing that I do to make my phone more productive is that I put it in another room. Yes. Whenever I have a very difficult task or I'm struggling to focus and I know that my urge to be distracted is going to be at a premium, I do myself the favor of taking my phone, walking to another room and leaving it there. This is so powerful. Like creating distance between yourself and your phone can be game-changing. I made a video about some of the key habits that can make you more productive. And in that video, I discussed the power of having focused times, like 30 minutes, 1 hour in a day that you just pick one thing and do only that thing. During my own personal focus times, that's when I take my phone and I throw it somewhere. I hide it in a locker or I just put it in another room. And this significantly reduces the distraction that my phone can pose when I'm trying to do important work. All these tips are very, very powerful. I encourage you to at least take one and just try it for the next 1 week and let me know in the comment section how it worked for you. If you enjoyed this video, then you will definitely like my video about small habits that you can implement today that will increase your productivity. I'm going to link that here for you to go and watch. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. See you in the next one. Bye.